Happy Monday, friends! It's spring in Yosemite, and we're searching out some of my favorite waterfalls inside the park. Come join me. Today we're exploring over a dozen incredible Yosemite waterfalls, and we're starting with one of the park's most famous waterfall hikes. The Mist Trail leads you to up-close views of two stunning Yosemite waterfalls. Less than a mile along this historic trail, you reach your first waterfall viewpoint. The Vernal Falls footbridge offers multiple spots to see the water cascading along the Merced River, as well as Vernal Falls in the distance. Watch my YouTube video vlog 174 to experience this hike during the winter months. Continuing on, we reach the incredible granite staircase with over 600 steep steps, and during the spring, you experience the mist of this mist trail firsthand. In fact, sometimes it feels a bit more like pouring rain, and in the sunlight here, you can often see a rainbow forming across the base of the falls during the morning hours. Once you reach the top of the staircase, the views open up completely here, and you can walk to the edge of the waterfall railing to see the 317-foot Vernal Fall crash down from the brink. At this point, you've hiked over 2 miles and gained 1,000 feet in elevation, and just past Vernal Fall, you reach the Emerald Pool and a smooth, long granite slope known as the Silver Apron. Continuing on, you cross the Silver Apron footbridge to enjoy views of Liberty Cap and Nevada Fall in front of you. Along the trail, you get straight-on views of this nearly 600-foot waterfall, and after a challenging final climb, you reach the peak of Nevada Fall. Here, you'll find multiple great spots to stop and watch the water raging. And then I'd cross the wooden footbridge in spring to feel the full force of this waterfall beneath you. Once you've captured both memories and pictures here, I'd recommend heading back along the John Muir Trail for more unique views. In my opinion, the Mist Trail is best hiked in the spring when the water is raging, because by late summer both Vernal and Nevada Fall can slow to a trickle, and in the winter the trails can become icy and unsafe. And for a virtual visit of the entire Mist Trail, watch my YouTube video, vlog number 97. I can't mention Yosemite Waterfalls without mentioning Yosemite Falls. At 2,425 feet, this is one of the tallest waterfalls in North America. This waterfall is actually made of 3 separate falls, a lower, middle, and upper falls. You can hike to the top of Yosemite Falls as a strenuous all-day hike, or enjoy the gentle 1-mile loop trail, which is easily accessible year-round. My YouTube video, vlog number 87, shares an early spring hike along the lower Yosemite Loop. Of course, like most park visitors, my favorite time of year to see Yosemite Falls is during the late spring season when the snowmelt creates a raging waterfall scene here. And it's worth noting that if you do visit in late summer to fall, this waterfall can run all but dry, so don't expect to see a storm of water rushing down here in September. Plan a spring visit for the most impressive view of this waterfall. Continuing on with our Yosemite waterfall adventure, let's explore 2 lesser visited yet strikingly beautiful waterfalls located less than 3 miles inside the Arch Rock Yosemite Valley entrance. Wildcat Falls is comprised of 7 drops rushing down over 700 feet. And while this is the first waterfall visible from this park entrance, if you don't look up while you're driving through the valley, you just might miss it. And in the same area, the Cascades drop nearly 600 feet from the Big Oak Flat Road area and finishing above Highway 140. Like most of Yosemite's waterfalls, these two are at the fullest in the spring months and they can run dry by fall. There is a viewing area on the valley floor, but you also get stunning views along Big Oak Flat Road. For a closer look at both these waterfalls, see my Wildcat Falls and the Cascades vlog number 140 for a virtual visit. Along Big Oak Flat Road, we get views of another famous Yosemite Valley waterfall, Bridalveil Fall. Plunging down 620 feet, this is one of the most easily viewed waterfalls throughout the valley. And Yosemite's Valley View, also known as Gates of the Valley, is a great spot to watch the show. In spring, this waterfall thunders, but as summer and fall come, it slows to a minimal stream. Another incredibly popular spot to see Bridalveil Fall flowing is Tunnel View. Located just outside of Yosemite Valley on State Route 41, Tunnel View looks out over endless evergreen trees and offers some of the most spectacular views of Half Dome, El Capitan, and Bridalveil Fall. But did you know that there's another lesser-known waterfall you can see from here? Looking out and up to the right at Tunnel View is Strand Falls, dropping over 500 feet. Now, it's dry most of the year, but from the winter snowmelt, it flows wonderfully down through the spring months, so make sure to look up for it here. Next, we're heading back down to Yosemite Valley and along the Valley Loop Trail, where we get a peek at another stunning yet lesser-known park waterfall. While Yosemite Falls is North America's tallest multi-tier waterfall, a lesser-known waterfall here in Yosemite National Park is Ribbon Falls. Now, it is often dry, but this is the tallest single-tier waterfall in the country, and it's spectacular to see right now. This waterfall tumbles down a spectacular 1,612 feet. Because the waterfall's flow is fed by melting winter snow, some years it only appears for a brief time, but in the spring, after a heavy snow season, it's a glorious sight flowing down from the cliffs along the west side of El Capitan. Another special waterfall that can be seen flowing off the side of El Capitan from the valley floor is Horsetail Fall. This seasonal waterfall occurs on the east side of El Cap, and each February, when weather conditions cooperate with the sunset, this waterfall transforms into a natural phenomenon, glowing with bright oranges and reds, often referred to as Firefall, paying homage to the man-made Yosemite Firefall event that once took place in Yosemite. While you won't see the spectacular fiery colors during spring, the mist spraying off Horsetail Fall on warm spring days is certainly beautiful. We've explored some incredible Yosemite Valley waterfalls, but now let's head away from the valley floor for some lesser visited but equally rewarding Yosemite waterfalls. Located above the Wawona Basin, Chilnualna Falls is made of 5 drops crashing down over giant granite formations nearly 700 feet. The full trail is rather strenuous and covers over 8 miles with over 2,500 feet in elevation gain, but you can also enjoy wonderful views from the Lower Falls Trail, which clocks in at a much easier half mile and 250 feet in elevation gain. And for a virtual visit of the Lower Falls hike, see my Chilnualna Falls YouTube video, vlog number 145. Located less than 10 miles from Yosemite Valley, Foresta Falls is a great little waterfall hike that's often much less crowded than its valley neighbors. This 2-mile trail descends down the old dirt Foresta Road, along Crane Creek and its tumbling cascades, with a final 40-foot waterfall and more cascades downstream from the old burned-out bridge. This is not Yosemite's largest waterfall, but it's a surprisingly quiet hike, and the spring wildflowers along the trail are always a real treat. For more details on this spot, check out my Foresta Falls YouTube video, vlog number 100. Another seasonal Yosemite waterfall I rarely hear people mention is Sentinel Falls, which only flows a few months each spring. This waterfall is located just west of Sentinel Rock. It's comprised of multiple cascades and drops totaling nearly 2,000 feet. Now, while you can sneak a peek along Southside Drive near the 4-mile trailhead, the most stunning view, in my opinion, is found along the Pohono Loop Trail by Roosevelt Point. While the cliff edge view here might not be for those with a fear of heights, it's certainly a stunning spot. And for details on this Pohono Loop Trail, you can see my full blog post or watch my YouTube video, vlog number 112. We're rounding out our waterfall adventures today with my most recent trip to Yosemite and the 5-mile Wapama Falls hike. This spectacular trail traces the Hetch Hetchy Reservoir and leads you to multiple waterfalls and stream crossings. During the spring months, when the water is flowing heavy with the snowmelt, you can actually see 4 different waterfalls along this trail. But the star of the show is certainly the Wapama Falls footbridges, where you can walk directly next to the base of this magnificent waterfall that crashes down over 1,000 feet. And for full details on this hike, see my YouTube video from last week, vlog number 198. Thank you so much for joining me this week in Yosemite. And for more information on all these waterfalls, see my full blog post at flyingdawnmarie.com, where I also have an entire Yosemite section with over 24 dedicated Yosemite posts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. And until next week, I hope you find adventure and encouragement wherever you go. Bye.